It seems like the C-suite is getting out of control. In the past 5 years, thousands of new C-suite jobs have been filled. But how do these positions even get created? And what does it take to land one? Before we take a look at these new C-suite jobs, we have to look at the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer. And where did that title even come from? Back in the 90s, researchers at the University of Michigan wondered the same thing. At the time, companies were headed by chairmen and presidents, not chief executives. Only 2 Fortune 200 industrial companies had CEOs at the beginning of 1955. And by the 1970s, nearly all these companies had adopted the use of the CEO title. What happened? The biggest change was the growth of companies. As they became multi-divisional and international businesses, accountability became more important. And there needed to be a clear leader. That very reason is why we're seeing this growth in the C-suite today.
As competition has increased, as companies have globalized, and as governance by boards has increased, that has caused the C-suite to define itself even better.
Companies began realizing they needed leaders to solve specific problems. But why make these chief positions?
That CEO, she or he, is trying to signal that this is an important element of the company's strategy and of the company's direction.
Think of a simple corporate structure. The closer to the top you get, the easier it is to get things done. Important new ideas don't get lost in the bureaucracy. Sometimes a simple renaming or reshuffle of job titles could make all the difference.
Head of HR gets erased and gets renamed Chief People Officer. Chief Diversity Officer may either be brand new or may be elevated from a director level, so it moves up.
Culture and talent retention has become a hot topic.
Toxic corporate culture.
Company culture.
Cutthroat corporate jungle.
Hiring for chief people officer positions has seen growth. Diversity was put front and center at many tech companies.
Major companies led by Google and Intel started to publicize their diversity numbers,
creating the Chief Diversity Officer. But what about the other fun titles? Some might be marketing ploys, which exist mainly to attract young talent by making the organization sound like a great place to work. What's clear here is, if you're looking for a fast path to a C-suite job, consider identifying the chronic problem, and then set yourself up as the specialized leader who can make the pain go away.
Titles evolve with the times, evolve with the business needs, evolve with business strategies and markets. What's hot today will not necessarily be hot tomorrow.